What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a video with regards to my latest fragrance purchase. It's a purchase that was, I would say, relatively impulsive, which I'm sure many of you guys can relate to that, especially in the fragrance game. It's so easy to smell something, to like it, and then to just end up buying it the next week. But if you've seen my video on Armaf Club de Nuit Sillage, you will already know what fragrance I'm talking about, or you'll have a pretty good guess about which one I'm talking about. It's a fragrance that I've smelled for the first time just a few months ago. I really liked it, so I ended up getting the clone, and then Costco had a really good deal on the original, so I ended up buying it from Costco, and it's none other than Creed Millésime Impérial, a really beautiful summer fragrance with notes of watermelon, and it's got this sea salt note in there that's really nice. Beautiful scent, but you know, it kind of made me realize something. I've had this for about 2 months now, and what's interesting is that although it's the most expensive fragrance I have in my collection, it's not the one I wear the most. And it's not because of, oh, it's expensive, I'm gonna save it for special occasions. No, I actually want to wear it every day. But the problem that I'm facing with this fragrance in particular is that it fits a very specific scenario. Again, if you're going to the beach, great. If you're dressed up a little bit, I'd say business casual, like you wear a nice polo. You don't necessarily have to wear like long pants, but you know, a nice pair of shorts, it would work really well. But that's as far as it goes. If you try to dress up and wear this, I think it's a little bit too casual to be worn in super formal occasions. And then if you dress it down quite a bit, like just jeans, white t-shirt, don't think it works. Even like a hoodie for like the cooler nights, doesn't really work with this fragrance. It's hard to explain. It's a fragrance that has a really nice scent profile, but when it comes to wearability, it's incredibly limited. At least that's what I experienced. And of course, everyone's different, and maybe it's the way it smells on my skin that kind of limits me. You know, I've tried to wear it with, you know, certain outfits or on certain occasions, and it felt out of place for some reason. And maybe that's just because, you know, it's my first niche fragrance, so maybe there's like a learning curve to it. But I know there's other niche fragrances that are more mass appealing and have greater versatility. So maybe it's not a problem with niche fragrances so much as it's the specific fragrance that I bought. But I do know that the entire lineup of Creed, a lot of them fit very specific situations. The only one that's like really popular is Aventus, which, you know, is kind of like that mass appealing scent that you can wear anywhere, do anything in. But then all the other ones like Bois de Portugal, Bois de Portugal, you know, I smelled that one, can't really wear all the time. Royal Oud is another one that I feel like you can't wear all the time. Just the entire lineup, you know, this is what I realized about niche fragrances for the most part, is that, you know, they smell good, but they're not as mass appealing, which is a kind of a problem for me, because I like scents that are casual and that you can just wear anytime and anywhere. And this is something that I do like as an overall scent. But again, wearability is something that is limited with this one, which is something that I don't really see talked about that often in the fragrance world. Not that I'm super up to date with it. I watch fragrance videos here and there. But, you know, in all my years of watching, I used to watch a ton of fragrance videos, you know, during COVID and even before then. But no one ever talks about that. Everyone just hypes up niche fragrances as like, this is the ultimate goal. You need to get there. You need to get niche fragrances. You gotta smell them and it's like, you know, your eyes will be open or like your nose will be open. But at least for me, it didn't really work that way. And I also tried other fragrances too. What's that one? Le Labo. That's a company I did so much research on. I looked into Santal 33 and another 13. Those were 2 fragrances I was actually considering buying. So I really wanted to get my nose on them. And I happened to get my nose on them last month. I went on vacation with my family. We were at the airport, duty free. They had Le Labo fragrances there. And I tried them, and I don't know if it was just, you know, my nose was clogged from smelling different scents at the airport, but those scents just really didn't do it for me. And I don't know if it's something that my nose just has to get used to, because I talk about this all the time, but with Tom Ford, again, this one isn't niche, but it was quite challenging for my nose at first. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This is a fragrance that, you know, I didn't like at the beginning, but I love now. So, you know, maybe that would be the same kind of situation with the Le Labo fragrances or Creed, or I even smelled Layton from Parfums de Marly, and everyone just hypes it up in the fragrance world as like, that's the ultimate winter niche scent. But I tried it and it was kind of underwhelming. Like, it smelled good, but it didn't blow me away. Like, there's other designer fragrances that I would like honestly prefer over Layton. So yeah, I don't know, that was something that I experienced that kind of threw me off guard, you know? Because again, everyone hypes up niche so much in this game, in this fragrance game, but what I would recommend from personal experience, smelling different niche fragrances and stuff like that, just stick to what you like. You know, personally for me, I love designer fragrances. Not all of them, but most of them are super mass appealing, so you can't really go wrong. And there's still diversity, you know, there's summer fragrances, there's winter fragrances, fall, spring. Chanel makes good ones. The Chanel Allure Sport line, I know I have a love-hate relationship with that. Great for the spring. If you want summer fragrances, almost every line has some kind of generic blue scent that you could get. And then for winter, I love Givenchy's lineup. Armani has a great lineup for winter. So there's a lot of diversity even in the designer fragrance game. But yeah, I wanted to share this experience with you to see, you know, what you guys think. I'm sure many of you guys have plenty of niche bottles, and I'm just curious to see, you know, which bottles do you tend to use more? Do you wear the designer ones, or do you tend to go for the niche? Because I have a niche one right here, and although I do wear it, I try to wear it whenever I can, I just find that I go for the designer ones more. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Let me know in the comments, again, which ones you guys wear more often, designer or niche. And I'll see, you know, there's still a few weeks left of summer, so I'm gonna see if my wearing habits change at all, and I'll keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.